She lingered in the doorway, her figure backlit by the dim glow of the hallway lamp. A suitcase leaned against her leg, the handle gripped tightly in her hand, as if it carried not just clothes but every secret choice she had made behind my back. The light cut across her face, revealing only half of it, the half that curled into a cold, satisfied smirk. "Tonight I'm leaving," she said, voice calm, almost dramatic, like she had rehearsed it 100 times. "There's someone else. Don't call me. Don't text me again." Her lips curved, but it wasn't a smile. It was mockery, a final insult. I didn't speak. I didn't ask why. I didn't beg. She had expected me to crumble, to twitch, to show even a flicker of desperation. But I stayed still, nodding once, letting her words barely graze me. She hesitated, frustrated that her performance wasn't playing out the way she imagined. Then she turned and closed the door behind her. The silence that followed was thick, suffocating, pressing into every corner of the room. It wrapped around me like frost on bare skin. I sank slowly into a chair, feeling its weight beneath me, but not finding any grounding. Her words replayed in my mind, not sharp like knives, but dull, decaying, eating at the edges of thought. 12 years. 12 years of life built together, reduced to a suitcase and a smirk. I should have felt shattered, but grief never came. Instead came numbness, and numbness is colder, sharper than sorrow. It doesn't scream. It doesn't weep. It slices clean and silent. Her betrayal wasn't sudden. It had crept in over years, wrapped in late-night messages she thought I never noticed, in unexplained dinners with colleagues, in weekends always accompanied by excuses. I saw the signs, of course I did, but I had chosen blindness. I told myself she was still mine, that love was stronger than doubt. I spun lies to protect a marriage already rotting. But now the mask was gone. Truth stepped out of shadow and spat in my face. That night, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I planned. The next morning, the house felt different, hollow, abandoned, as if her absence had sucked the air from every room. The bed was cold. The sheets stretched over emptiness. Her perfume lingered faintly, not comforting, but mocking. A reminder that she had been here, that she had belonged, and that she had taken everything when she left. And then the phone began. First a call, then another, then a vibration every few minutes. Her name flashed again and again. By noon, I had 99 missed calls. She, who told me not to call or text, was now clawing at my silence. I stared at the phone but didn't answer. Her words from the night before rang like commandments. Don't call me. Don't text me again. So I obeyed with a cruel kind of loyalty. And in that obedience, I discovered a strange power, a curious strength. By the second day, I didn't yield by answering her calls. I watched. I traced her movements, her patterns. The man she had left me for wasn't a mystery. He was a co-worker, older, married, wealthy, the kind who carries himself like the world owes him admiration. To him, she was a prize, a conquest, a trophy for secret display. Their affair was deliberate, orchestrated around my trust, funded by years I had poured into her comfort. But she hadn't accounted for one thing, my silence. Silence is a weapon few understand, but it cuts deeper than words. I began gathering evidence. Screenshots of messages, copies of financial records, his promises, her lies. Each piece wove into a rope strong enough to topple the empire they thought they had built. I didn't rush. I didn't erupt. I waited. 3 nights later, she returned. She stood outside my door, unpolished this time. No suitcase, no smirk. Her eyes were red, swollen, makeup streaked, hair disheveled, posture broken. She pressed her forehead to the wood and whispered, "Please, please, open the door." Her voice cracked. No rehearsal, no sharpness. For the first time, she was real, raw, desperate, shattered. He lied to me. He used me. His wife found out. I have nowhere to go. I almost let her in. Almost. Instead, I slid an envelope under the door. Inside, proof. Messages from him mocking her, calling her a temporary thrill, a disposable distraction, evidence that her betrayal had been betrayed. Her sobs echoed through the hallway, broken, hopeless. I leaned against the door, listening as she unraveled, but I didn't open it. Not for her. Not anymore. By morning, her name filled headlines and feeds, not for beauty or charm, but for scandal. The documents reached the right hands. His wife's attorneys, his board of directors. Careers ended. Reputations destroyed. She became the willing accomplice in his deceit. The life she built, the image she fought to maintain, crumbled to dust. Still, my phone buzzed. Calls, messages, pleas for response, for forgiveness. I never answered. Not once. Weeks later, I saw her again, outside a cafe smaller than I remembered. Clothes wrinkled, body thin, eyes hollow. When she saw me, she froze. Then a flicker of desperate hope lit her face. She reached out, voice trembling. I kept walking. I didn't stop. Not for her. Not for 12 years. Not for the ghost of love long rotted away. My silence was louder than revenge, louder than any word, louder than tears. And she finally understood. Now, when I look back, I don't think of the suitcase, the smirk, or the cruelty of her words. I think of the 99 missed calls. Each one a confession. Each one proof she believed she held power. But in the end, she was begging, and I never had to raise my voice. I only let her drown in the silence she gave.